This is Transformers Power Core Combiner's Heavytread with Groundspike. The figure is part of, I think wave 4, if I'm not mistaken, of the Power Core Combiners 2-pack Commander set, Commander and Minicon. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it is wave 4. Anyway, here he is. He's an Autobot. Here is the packaging. Still the same, exactly the same packaging as a regular Power Core Combiner 2-pack. Kind of reminds me of Brawl, but he is an Autobot. So an Autobot tank that looks like Brawl instead of Warpath. He's very cool. I am actually thinking, you know, this guy has moved up to being in one of my top 3 favorite Power Core Combiners 2-pack figures. He's just massive. He's bulky. I mean, for a Scout class figure, he's an average size, but because of his huge parts, he looks pretty big. Let me just stand him up so you can see him. Like there, look at him compared to Roll Bar. So he's pretty cool. He could have been a Decepticon, but he could pass for an Autobot, I suppose. Right there, Autobot symbol in silver. Nah, you can't see it, of course not. Anyway, very nice, very great, very good colors. I like the paint scheme. I like the articulation, ball jointed shoulders and hinge with the hinge, ball jointed neck, waist swivel. He's got hinge elbows, well, double hinge elbows if you must. No bicep swivel. He does have a forearm swivel. Ball hinge hips, thigh swivel, hinge knee, and that's about it. No complaints whatsoever, except for it's a small thing. The hands. They could have done. I like the fact that it's black over gray, not just one color, but they could have done a little bit more. I wish they could have made it pop out or something instead of being a cop out. Just like it's a solid piece that you know, that hey, there's a hand right there somewhere. I mean, I didn't like that. I hate it when Hasbro does that. But the overall aesthetic, the overall features, the overall design of this figure, they do eclipse this very, very minor flaw. And I'm pretty glad I got this figure. If you're in Manila, this figure is a new figure and it came out at clearance price. It's already 30 off. A new figure, 30 off. Can you believe that? It's a great deal because all the previous Power Core Combiners 2-packs have already gone down 28 off or 30% off. So when they released this one, they decided to mirror the new prices, the new markdown prices. So I'm pretty happy with that. Right, and now his Minicon. What's his name? Groundspike. There we go. He is the worst looking robot mode for a Minicon that I've ever seen. But all 3 of his alt modes are just the best looking alt modes I have ever seen for a Minicon. Well, at least for the PCCs. But his robot mode, just look at it. He's like he's stuck in a bat suit or something like that. And the head is not even clear. You can't even make it out. But I like the color scheme. There's some metallic silver here. He's got blue, and the colors are nice. Everything's nice about this figure except the actual aesthetic of the robot mode, which is well, it's a sacrifice that I think designers had to make so that he would become very awesome pieces. Okay, first off, let me show you him in his armor mode. This is a pretty decent armor mode, which wait, hold on. How do I do that? Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, yeah, that thing too. His hip joints just love to pop off. So, I think this is how you do it. Wait, hold on. Okay, something like that. No, like that. Right there. and it is very, very cool. It fits nicely right here. He's got a peg hole right there. He also has a peg hole, amazingly, on the other side. So I don't know. It's really up to you, but I prefer it this way. Look at that. That's a nice shield chest plate. Very nice. Very cool looking. Very legitimate for an armor mode. I mean, it's not forced or anything. For a weapon mode, for his weapon mode, I knew it. I was waiting for it to pop off. Both hip joints are just. I'm just gonna break this hip joint sooner or later, and there we go. Okay. Right. So go ahead and do this. And he doesn't form a gun. He sort of forms like a claw. If you watch the Inhumanoids, I don't know if you guys were born during that time. He has a claw weapon like that. And most of them had, like Blight, I think, had a claw weapon, just like that. Yeah, I have a claw. Anyway, it could be a gun. I don't know. But it looks like a claw. Alright, enough of that. Let me get him into his alt mode weapon. How do you do this? Oh, here we go. Now I understand why he's got a hole at the back. It's really for the alt mode weapon, which I'll show you later. It just fits that way, but it'll ruin the surprise. I mean, no, it's not a surprise. I mean, it will ruin the effect. If it's better if you see it in complete alt mode. So, one last look at it. He's just great, terrific. I love this figure. Perhaps my favorite now, next to Leadfoot, or him first, then Leadfoot. I don't know. I like both figures, but this one just is like really. He's taking the cake right now. Could easily be repainted as a Decepticon. Before we transform in alt mode, because on the way to transforming into alt mode is his combiner mode. I'll just show you something real funny quickly. He's got one of the biggest combined mode heads that I've seen. Just look at this. It really looks like Brawl for some reason. And now he's an Activators class. Hello. Anyway. Transform him into his combiner mode. I mean, the instructions say to combine him. They suggest the Dinobots. If I do get the Dinobots, I'll make sure to show this guy with the Dinobots, or with some other Power Core combiners that I happen to get on clearance, if ever at all. Go ahead and transform the backpack, and go ahead and transform the legs. Popped it off. Oh, that's why. Rotate. And there is his alt mode. He really, I think he's gonna fit well more with the Decepticon drones than with Autobot drones. He just looks like Brawl, and he could pass for a Combaticon. Anyway, so that's that. To finish transforming him. Come on. Transform, fold the entire head assembly like that. Close everything back again. Fold up the gun turret like that. Fold the shoulder joints, the combiner mode shoulder joints inward. Fold these things up. Fold this thing down. Tab in. Come on. Right, and then untab. Oh, my bad. Rotate, untab, like that. Just tab everything in. Oh. Alright, and there is, I was about to say Brawl. Heavytread in his, I'm not sure what this tank is. Somebody tell me what this thing is. What make. in his tank, assault tank alt mode. Very, very cool looking. He's very compact. I like it. I really love this figure. Despite those cavities here and there, he still looks pretty awesome. And as I said earlier, here he is with his Groundspike Minicon in weapon mode. It's still a claw or some sort of agricultural weapon. It's, I don't know. Maybe he's out there to grab. It may be used to grab other Autobots who are in danger, or maybe just stab Decepticons like that. It looks like blades. I don't know. I have no idea what this thing is. It looks like a claw or what. Claw with blades. I don't know. But he is very cool. Very nice. Very, very awesome Power Core Combiner. If you haven't picked up any of the Power Core Combiners 2-packs, you might want to start with this guy and Leadfoot. They're really great. These Power Core Combiners, and Hasbro just continues to best themselves and just come up with better and better figures. But my next review will probably be this guy, Skyhammer with Airlift. Give you a quick preview of him. Doesn't look as awesome as this guy. I don't want to judge it based on don't judge a book by its cover. Never do that. Just, I don't want to judge it. I'll open it up and I'll show you guys in a minute in the next review. So, hey, they're both in the same wave, and I hope you've enjoyed this review, and I hope I've convinced some of you that this is really a pretty awesome figure. For those of you in Manila, now's your chance. This thing is already on clearance. It's just beginning to pop out on retail shelves, and it's already 30 off. There you go. Transformers Power Core Combiners 2-pack, Heavytread, and Groundspike. Thanks for watching.